What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live NFT Art Talk. Live today. Give us 1 minute. We're going to let some people come in, hang out with us in the room, get this thing shared out, and then talk a little bit about what we got going on. So just hang out and vibe to the music for a minute. All right. Happy Friday. Welcome to NFT Art Talk. Join us live daily, Monday through Friday, for a new way to experience the NFT art scene. We'll be talking about what we are doing, the art and artists that inspire us, and hot topics related to NFTs, art, music, fashion, and culture. Our primary focus is to have fun with the new people interested in NFTs. The community around NFTs is growing fast, and we welcome all to come in, experiment, explore, and learn with us. Welcome to our community of acceptance and celebration. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay in touch with us, and you can always follow us on Twitter, where we host spaces daily. All of our links are in the bios, in the description, under this graphic right here. In today's episode, we just really thought it'd be best to kick it with y'all. We're kind of coming to the end of our first week doing the live streams and the videos, and we are here to hang out with you guys. We're going to listen to some music. We're going to check out some of the artists that we really like, and we're going to keep our eyes on these comments right here. So if you guys got any questions, want to make any requests, any of the above, hit us up in the chat. I'm like making sure I got it down there. Welcome to our jam room. Welcome everyone. We're going to turn the music up just a little bit more and jam on this art and what's inspired us. Without further ado, my name is Moshe, aka DJ Fetus, and I want to introduce my co-host here, Karthik, Karthik NFTs, found everywhere online. What's up, Karthik?
What's up, Moshe? Just enjoying this Friday. We get to look at some art, check out some music, delve into what I really like about this community, actually, the art aspect of it. So I don't know if you want to jump into some art collections first and kind of just describe them, or do you have any thoughts of anything that's occurred last couple days while you've been kind of roaming around spaces and such?
You know, man, I'm still, you know, I guess if I had to say one thought on this week, it's just blown away by this community and really excited to keep participating because I'm having so much fun meeting new people, talking about art we like and doing art we love. And this week has been amazing right here. I can't thank you enough for coming on here every day with us and everyone that's tuned in and subscribed. You know, I'll take a moment just to remind everyone we are going to keep doing our giveaway. Make sure that you either have public subscriptions on or leave a comment or DM us at like, hey, I'm following you on, or I subscribe to your channel on YouTube so that we can get in touch with you. We have a couple people. I think we can get in touch with y'all. But make sure that you get in touch with us too if you haven't heard from us, because our giveaway is the first 10 people to subscribe to our channel we are going to send you a personalized track from Karthik and I's collection. We're going to hit you up, talk to you about the music you like, and find something that fits what you're looking for, and then just give that to you, because that's the type of thing that we think needs to happen.
Right away, man. Yeah, we just want to give back to the community that loves the art and just get them engaged into this new kind of movement. So yeah, subscribe, talk to us, DM us, connect with us so that we can get you that track exclusive.
Yeah, your exclusive track. And we will put it out there. We're actually streaming on YouTube and in Twitter Spaces. So if you're in Twitter Spaces joining us, we'll try to say this every once in a while. You know, this is a YouTube live show that we're in. We're just streaming it into the spaces for people to hang out with us. Karthik will keep an eye on the space. And feel free to come join us on YouTube if you want. NFT ART TALK is where we're at. And in the meantime, I'm going to turn the music up a little bit. We're still going to talk about some of this stuff over the music, but we definitely want you to hear our jams. This is kind of a combination. Today's playlist is like a combination of our band, Karthik and I's band, DJ Fetus's releases, Karthik's releases. We just mixed them all together for you guys to check out and just vibe with us on a Friday. Let's hang out, you know. So let's
and if y'all listening to any of the tracks and y'all want to maybe collaborate with us on it, you know, y'all got a visual or an idea, y'all more than welcome to reach out to us. So all that's there for you, for the community, man.
Yeah, this is here. We're here to collab and vibe and do this together. So, all right. So I'm gonna try to DJ our monitor and our music here. DJ Fetus in the house.
Next level DJ, dog.
That's right. We're out here doing this. And actually, let me get Karthik so Karthik can kind of follow along with us here.
Yeah, so I guess we're just going to pull up the OpenSea gallery, kind of look at a couple of my latest pieces that I've made this last week. I've done, there's about 200 pieces in the gallery right now. Created pieces every day, ranges from 1 to 3. So I kind of just want to go to probably the last 4 that I did. And the first one we'll look at is this one called Yin Yang Tree State of Mind. So you look at it, it's basically 2 beings. I'd say 1 male, 1 female, and you kind of see the energetic qualities of both. And when the male raises his hand, he basically starts breaking the background, and you kind of see a discovery of a new kind of background behind it that incorporates a yin yang tree and a tree of life. A lot of the inspiration from this actually came from a woman that I met that was doing a lot of artwork, and she had a piece that had the yin yang tree, and I was like, man, I want to kind of make it into a digital piece, like a video piece. It was just a straight up drawing. So I kind of got the inspiration of that, and that's kind of what brought this to where it's at right now. The song on it, State of Mind, is actually one of the first songs I ever wrote solo. So it's probably released probably 3 or 4 years ago. You can catch it on any kind of streaming format. I try to employ a lot of like cyberpunk kind of colors in this kind of piece at least. And all my stuff's pretty moderately priced. I think more than anything, if you could go enjoy the music, enjoy the art, that's the number one thing for me. But yeah, Moshe, I don't know if you have any questions about this piece, or you want me to talk about maybe the 3 other pieces I made later on this week, or you have any thoughts of just like, what do you think of it?
I mean, this thing is just, I can't stop looking at it. Like, I have it on my screen over here. I'm stuck on it, man. Like, I mean, the motion in it, I think, is really sick and clean. I know we're not listening to the track right now, like everyone. Actually, maybe I can do that. Let's see.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hip hop. The track's like kind of hip hop trappish. Kind of reminds me kind of New York style, 90s, with a little bit more bass kind of kick and stuff in it.
Dude, but this track is slamming, son. I know it's like, yeah, exactly like you're talking about, man. Like, just, yeah, dude. Let's just chill and listen for a second. I want to listen to it again, dude. I don't even care. How has no one bought this? You know what I mean? Like, it's like slamming, and then I love how that it breaks off into like the yin yang, like the planetary yin yang. You know, I know you've talked.
Yeah.
I know you've told. I can't remember if you've mentioned this on a previous episode or not, but like, I know a lot of your art is inspired by like your experiences, and you're making them every day, and all right, I'm gonna go back to our little playlist over here. I know you. Yes, I mean experiences from every day. So I just think it's really cool that you let us into your world a little. I love that you do that with your NFTs.
Yeah, man. It's kind of all my pieces kind of have this quality of just being that we're all connected, and just explore imagination and art to the fullest, man. Create it every day, and remember that people are inspiring. Whatever animals are inspiring, anything around you inspiring. But yeah, that was it's a pretty cool piece I made. I made that piece actually on my phone. Use a program called Motion Engine Power Director, and then Unity was used for the mannequins and movement and animation and such.
Yeah, I mean, my computer is moving horribly slow while we do this, and I apologize for that. Is there another one you want to look at real quick that I could just click on before it loads, maybe?
Yeah, you could do that. Go to the 2221, so
right.
The next one after it. Yeah, so this is kind of inspired by everyone saying February 22nd, 2022 was a portal, and I was seeing memes all over the place about, opening up your energy so that you're accepting new things that are coming into your life. So this one is kind of like a lot of times I get visions when I go to my yoga class, start doing yoga, kind of honing in on myself and just my breathing and, just inside. So this is kind of a depiction of like, when you manifest inside yourself, that's where this theoretical 222 comes from. So it's kind of like an atom that plays through once you zoom into the brain of the human, right? But yeah, man, I was just kind of depicting like the manifestation kind of happens within you, right? It's nothing like outside of you. We can have all these outside of things outside that we describe like 2222, but I think a lot of the interchange comes from it with inside. So I was just kind of trying to depict that with this piece, and also letting the atom in the middle kind of say like, the genesis block of like how things are created. So that's where the manifestation comes from, if you kind of think of it in a more of like a scientific term or whatnot. But it has parallels in the spiritual and the science, because I always like to put the stars in the universe, because they say we're made of stardust and things of that nature. So that one's kind of like yeah, it was just a piece for that day, man, because everybody was talking about 222 all everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, humble brag. We aired our first episode on 22222222. I have to
So
like
that
count it
piece will
out.
that piece will commemorate that day forever,
I
right?
know, right? Like, watch out. I
That
might
is
just go
one up.
buy this. Be like, yo, this is how we're doing. Tell us about the track, man. Let me start it at the
Yeah,
beginning
so
and play this track. Because I
I
know all
think
of our NFTs have music. So
the track I believe is Edge of Time. So this one's like a newer track that I made last week actually. So a lot of my newer pieces I kind of combine with newer tracks I haven't released yet because
cool.
it gives me a good gauge of like where I could maybe move the track towards to if I want to kind of like add vocals to it or just keep it instrumental. But always adding visuals to these new tracks that I make just is a very fun creative process. And actually, I actually like making the track first. I think the track and the music's actually what motivates me to create all those visuals in the end of the day because I just love music. I like making the visuals, and at the end of the day, I just love putting the music to the visuals. It's like the final cherry on the top kind of way I kind of design it.
Yeah, well, let's listen to the track real quick. Let me push
Okay,
play
cool.
here. Oh yeah, this has that like more smooth, chill vibe.
Exactly, that's what I was trying to go for on this one. A little guitar on it too.
I like it, man. I like it. I really do.
That's just chill, man.
Yeah.
Try to. When I wrote that track, it was kind of like, man, I just want to write something that makes you feel good about living that life. So I was just like, what's kind of happy, kind of pop sound, and kind of like a good melodic kind of guitar you could throw on there.
I like it a lot, man. Yeah, I think like again, I love the way you're using these like background, like the transparencies where it's like I remember I think I saw you post this one on your Instagram or something, and um, I just love it. I love how like the space like takes up the entire picture eventually, and then it's like boom, like magic. Thanks for sharing these with us.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd love to show you a little bit of something I got going on, if that's
yeah,
okay.
go for it.
And
Yeah,
then for
definitely.
anybody viewing online or listening on Twitter Spaces, um, just remember we're over here live daily every day. And then for the rest of this video, I'd like to show you a little bit what I got going on. Then we're gonna show you some art from some people that really inspired us this week, and some people on Twitter that kind of either inspired us or had something really special and unique to offer. We thought that we wanted to take this platform to share their stuff. So not just our shill, for those hanging out today. Um, yeah, I was going to talk about this one specifically. I do have a whole gallery on OpenSea, DJ Fetus NFT gallery, or a collection. But this one really spoke to me. So I know I've mentioned this in previous episodes. I'm getting my feet wet and I'm new and I'm just starting to put out my own NFTs and really start collecting my own. And I'm really excited about it. And this one was one for me that just really spoke to me because for a lot of different reasons, but it's kind of my self portrait. And I worked with an artist to do some of the 8-bit animation and then kind of did the rest of it basically on my phone with effects and movement and different things like that. And I think why I wanted to highlight this one today the most was because it's really inspired this collection I'm going to drop in March, where I'm starting. It was kind of like the art is its own story, and the music is where I'm personally just like really passionate and inspired in these collections. So I want to give people the music when they buy the NFT. I want to like do downloadable collectibles. I want to like have consistency across all of the art so the collection all fits together. And these are just things I'm learning as I'm like hearing what other people are doing and hanging out in spaces and researching for the show and even just in my own space creating. So this was like that's why I wanted to show this one. It was kind of my first piece that I think is going to kick off a lot of what's going to be happening for me in the NFT space. And honestly, I cannot remember which song I put on the track. I want to listen to it so I can tell you. I'm pretty sure it's one of the newer ones, but
DJ P just got so many songs he can't even remember which songs he's got on track.
I know,
Some
right? I did
visuals.
not mean to do that. Sorry. Let's see.
Well, it's cool, man. Like, what was the inspiration to use all the colorful kind of imagery, I guess, and like the rainbow type of field of color hue that you're seeing in it?
I think the rainbows came from. I just think it's. I think there's a lot of source of joy in it. I mean, I like bright colors anyways because I think, one, I think they're attractive, and two, I think that they're representative. And I think that's what I'm striving for in my art and in our community is like equal representation, fairness. I mean, not just for the gay LGBTQ community in general, but also just for all people of all races and colors. And I think that's what inspired this is it's like, and what's inspiring me in this space is there's a level of equality. And I know it's a theme we talk about, but I believe that artists are leading the revolution for what's happening in this crypto space as well as like what's happening in the world. And as artists, we can use our platforms to share equality. So that's kind of where the colors came in.
That's real cool, man. I know in the East they talk about how when someone becomes enlightened, they attain a rainbow body. So rainbow is kind of a analogies for a lot of awareness, right? So it's pretty cool how you akin that to the artist because the artist being more aware of these things is kind of simultaneously connecting to what their beliefs are about that. So I think it's really cool, man, that you're using a lot of colors in it. When you come out with the new collection, is that going to be inspired by new music you're writing, or is it kind of just what you're imagining in your head, what you're visually seeing?
That's a great question. Thanks for asking. I think it's a combination of both. Honestly, I think the new collection is. I mean, the music was in the creation process. The music came first. To be honest, I think part of that is because it comes to me, and part of it is because I do want it to like inspire the art to a certain degree. And I think that the art video in the new collection is going to be more focused on this concept of equality, the places we can go, the places we want to be, kind of like a mindset piece when it comes to the visuals. And then with the music in this new collection, man, honestly, I'm all over the place. We're gonna have to check back on that one because all I know for sure is that some of the NFTs are gonna have music that's already been released, kind of like the concept of me being as an independent artist, I can sell my music wherever and however I want. So it's kind of like this is better than iTunes. I can think is an easy way for people to probably understand it. Like you can buy this awesome visual that's custom made by me and download the track and maybe some album artwork, like just make it a more immersive experience. But then I also really want to do unreleased music through NFTs. So like the people who buy it literally have like a 1 of 1 or a 1 of 10 or however many I say the quantity is.
Right, like a limited print. Yeah, it's very cool how you're thinking about how to release it and stuff like that because I was kind of thinking about this last night was that it's interesting. Remember we would go people back in the day and even somewhat today although we stream everything majority today, but remember it's like you would go buy the music because you heard the music, right? And then now it's kind of flipped where it's like maybe you see the visual art piece. You
Right?
buying the art piece gets you the music, right? I thought that was such like an interesting play and like how we've always purchased music actually through the past like decades or half century or not since it's been recorded.
Yeah, I mean, I and it's just interesting where this all can go. And again, that's what I think, having the artists as the leaders in this space is also part of what makes it so interesting, because we can be creative, you know what I mean? We can think like, okay, and we can think about solving the pain points that like us as artists have, you know. And then when the fans start engaging in this NFT space as it's happening, now they're deciding too, you know. And it's like, we're not solving pain points for like somebody sitting high above who we never see, who's like really profiting off of all of the people's art, where it's like the fans and the artists are coming in here trying to make the rules, you know?
Right.
So
well, that's really cool, man.
Actually, I just got like our playlist music back going. Sorry, I missed that. For everyone, I know we said we're going to be rocking music. Let me go ahead and play the music on this NFT, and then let's dive into Mofo's, our first artist we want to feature. So this track is called "Cuz Sister." You can listen to it on Spotify. It's kind of got that dubstep vibe. It's probably my only dubstep song, honestly.
Dubstep Moshe.
That's right, dude. Dubstep. This is when DJ Fetus really comes out. Moshe's gone.
When are you gonna bring back the Dr. J?
The what?
The Dr. J jersey, man.
Oh, dude. You know what?
The long hair.
You call it out, dude. You called me out. I will wear a Dr. J jersey sometime next week episode. Y'all don't get too excited. Oh, I like it. We're getting some chats. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Got Mark.
Oh, Mofo's is in the building. ATX takeover. Let's go. Well, this is a perfect time for Mofo's to be in the building, because we had planned to talk about Mofo's next. Let me get our playlist music going.
Spotlight Mofo's, his badass artwork.
I mean, I think Mofo's should end up being a regular guest. He's a badass artist, and he's a smart dude who's got a lot to offer. But honestly, we came over here to his website, which you can get to off his Twitter, which we have pulled up over here. You can just click this link right here for the homie Mofo's. I pulled up this one for kind of two reasons. One, love the character work. I mean, everybody loves the character work. I don't think I've met a single person that doesn't like Mofo's characters. I mean, dude's been creating art for like as long as I've known him, longer than that. I've known him for a long time. But every character through his entire, like, I have him on my walls. I vibe on his characters. But this piece is actually a part of a piece that he's doing NFT a day, where he's creating a new NFT and minting it to OpenSea every day. I'm pretty sure he's minting them, but we'll have him on to talk more about his collection. But regardless, you know, this dude inspires me. I love his stuff. We want you to check him out. It's MOFOZ, visuals with a Z. Down below in the description, there's links to everyone's collection that we're about to show you and all the Twitter handles that we have. So you guys make sure to go check them out if you see anything you like.
Yeah, I've always liked Mark's work too, man. I always feel like the characters always have. Whenever I see him, I feel good about seeing his work, man. If that makes sense, like the characters have kind of energy in it and a positivity of like the colors what's involved in it. And also just him, he's pushed a lot of like creating every day. So anytime I see an artist like that creating every day, putting it out every day, it always inspires me that there's another one in the crew or another in this big artist community that's trying to push it further.
Yeah, thanks Mofos, you the man. And of course, dude. All right, here's someone that Karthik found. I'll let you kind of.
Yeah, so this one, I believe this is a CMT Tat. So I think he's also doing the imaginary, Imaginary World collections. He's also doing like a 3D collection of like people walking, and I think it's going to be a multiple like 1,000-piece artwork from my belief. But yeah, man, this is one of the pieces I came across on Foundation. Actually, I thought it was a pretty cool piece. Has a lot of colors on it. It looks like a rose kind of making a fractile geometric pattern while the camera's rotating around it. But I just thought it kind of popped out. I really like these Cinema 4D or Blender type of new age kind of pieces that are very in depth. But I thought it was pretty cool, man. And he has a pretty cool collection coming out, I think, pretty soon with this imaginary world. But yeah, man, this is just one of the ones that popped out in my eye as being like a cool video one that I would definitely like to see any collector get it. I think its current bid's like at 3.74 ETH right now, and the auction ends in 14 hours. But yeah, I really like the art piece. I don't know if you have any thoughts of what you think about it when you're looking at it, man, or
I like it a lot, man. I mean, I just think I love the colors. It's like delicate, and I mean, the colors are really what pop out at me at first, and then I mean, it's just really cool, man. There's so many different layers and textures to it. Yeah, this is a great piece. Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
In the hope.
Yeah, you want to go?
Yeah. I was just thinking. I know we before we were like, let's try to keep these to 30 or 40 minutes, but Karthik and I get lost talking all the time. So we'll keep. We do want everyone to have their own fair chance. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this is Funky Flies. I mean, I feel like a lot of people have probably heard of them now. They minted out earlier in the week. I got to hang out with them on Spaces while they were minting out. Honestly, this is my favorite one. I kind of want to make an offer on it, but I wanted to do this one for a couple reasons. One, I think the art is sick. I really like the art a lot, but also I just think their community is awesome. I mean, like I was saying, they were giving away like apocalyptic apes as they were minting. They following up. Not just like falling off the face of the earth after they mint out their entire collection. They're like still here talking to everyone. The founder was like in a space the next morning explaining their token. I think what they're about to do with tokens is really dope. And it fits some needs that even Karthik and I have talked about with merch and different things. And I wanted to make sure everyone here knows about them, and if you don't, you should definitely check them out.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I remember you telling me about the story about just how tight-knit that Discord community seems to be, and definitely like something that other people can kind of check out and maybe emulate when they're trying to start their collections.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. All right, I'm going to keep going.
All right. Do you want to go to this next piece, man?
Yeah.
Or do you? Yeah. Okay. Interlaced. Yeah. So this is just another cool one I saw on here, man. It seems like it's like a human kind of mannequins, like sci-fi-ish, but it's like many of them while the camera pans downwards. But yeah, I just thought it was a really tight piece with a lot of texture and layers on it, and it's kind of one of those infinite rotating visual pieces as well. Just catching my eye. It's really because I just started doing Blender actually last week, and kind of scouting out a couple of these artists and just finding the ones that can inspire me. It seems like the piece is being bid at 4.40 ETH right now, and the auction ends in the next 4 hours. But yeah, and the creator is Burrell. So self-taught 3D artist, mostly focused on character design and animation. But yeah, I really thought this was a really great piece while I was just scanning over Foundation, and just really inspiring.
Yeah, this is sick, dude. This is sick. Thanks for bringing this one up to us. Again, don't forget all the links to these collections are down in the description below. So if you are here to collect, make sure you check out those links. I'm going to keep it going because we got a lot of artists to go through.
Sure. You want me to do the next one, man?
Yeah, dude, you keep going. I know you found these guys on Foundation.
Oh, yeah. This is another one I saw at Titans Arena. I just thought it was tight because I used to play God of War a lot, and they had Titans in it. And this artist, who is Moradi, Moradi, created this. And yeah, man, it's like a bunch of Titans, I guess, fighting in the middle of city, kind of like New York-esque, on planes and jets, and it's just like, I just think it's a badass animation, man. Like, it's just dope. Once again, when I see these, I'm like, man, I just want to make something like this one day. And it's cool to see the imagination some of these artists have in creating these landscapes, basically, you know?
Yeah,
And
I mean, this thing is just, I can't even imagine how long it took, because, I mean, I agree, like, the animation is sick, but the way that the camera angles are used, where it's like he's flipping around and he's upside down and then he's right side up, and, you know, I just think, now he's like riding the plane, like,
yeah.
I mean, it's just, to have that perspective and foresight when you're designing, I'm not even an animator, and I'm like, dang, that is dope.
Yeah, and that one seems like it's going for 4 ETH right now.
Yeah,
And, the auction ends in 17 hours.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's go to our last kind of like gallery, and then kind of wrap it up with some of these people.
Cool. Yeah, and this is just another one I found, like, called About to Pop. TYS is the one who created. I just liked it because it was kind of like a fun kind of like video picture collage with a lot of geometric kind of stuff and very colorful. So it was just kind of another concept of it, not so 4D cinema or Blender related, but more, I guess, geometrical patterns kind of make and cartoonish. So I kind of dig this one. This is just another one I found on there. Check it out. I think this one actually sold already, but it was just a cool one I checked out. I saw. Much props to TYS, man.
Yeah, and I love this style. Like, I can't remember if it was in, I think, Juliana's space. I can't remember. I was in a space yesterday where they were talking about buying NFTs for your kids. Not that this is a childish one at all, but I would love to buy something like this for my kid. And, like, you know, he like, one, as an investment. We're not financial advisors, so we can't give you financial advice, but, you know, I think it's a cool concept of, like, getting things that are like, you know, this versus the Titans, right? Like, it's a different vibe. So yeah, keep doing cool stuff, TYS, Tydale. We really like it. So before we get off of here, we wanted to talk about a couple people that we found on Twitter, or we hang out with on Twitter a lot. So the first one is our boy Mofos. We just showed you his art. The three of us are co-hosting spaces all the time. I think he'll be a regular guest here on the art show. He's our homie. If you don't follow him, follow him. I do follow him. I'm just not logged into Twitter right now. But, you know, we wanted to make sure we talked about him. I'm going to pass it over to Karthik for someone that he's been chilling with or meeting a little.
Yeah, so I've been frequently going into spaces with this person, TK Soul Artistry. But he seems like a really cool collector and creator. He's honestly been throwing these spaces with another lady named Juliana. We'll look at her work next. But they're both been throwing these spaces real cool for the rest of the world, and people come in there and they're just trying to support all the artists to release their artwork. Even a couple times, some artists didn't have, you know, enough to mint, and he was gracious enough to be like, yo, I'll send you, you know, 100, 200 so you can get your minting off the ground. I was in the space yesterday. I asked for a foundation invite. I believe one of the co-hosts is about to send that to me soon. So it's just a really cool space. I'd advise to, like, anybody to, you know, follow both of these people. They do spaces where anybody can pitch their NFTs every day, and they're really friendly space, actually. Very good vibes and all that. But I really like it. That's one of the spaces I recommend, just kind of dropped into, and I just wanted to give them a shout out. And like I said, they create some NFTs, and I think Juliana, she's into like fashion as well. She creates NFTs, so, you know, if you could support them, check out their work, that'd be real cool.
Yeah, it looks like my computer doesn't want to load. Maybe it'll load while we're doing this. Yeah, and then we wanted to also just take a moment to shout out Sam here. He came into one of our spaces over the weekend and really kind of blew us away with his knowledge, his thoughts, his questions. He, like, literally designs, I feel like, everything. He's a developer, a designer. He's posting 15 times a day. He has, like, more 10K projects out possible. So He's always chilling in spaces too, but we just wanted to make sure we gave him a shout out because he got on our mind earlier in the week and like has not stopped being on our mind since then. Pause. Yeah, my computer isn't loading. I'm sorry, Soul Artistry. We will get you next time. I promise. Well, we want to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with us today. You know, we really appreciate you listening to what we're doing and taking the time to look and see what other people are doing, listening to our music, leaving us chats. Don't forget to subscribe and be in touch with us in some capacity so we can get you a track. And have a great Friday, and make sure to look out for these jam rooms. We're going to keep doing these. This is just part of who we are.
Yeah. Y'all have a great day. Share your artwork with us. We can review it on here, kind of look at it, give y'all shout outs, and keep creating.
Thank you guys so much.